Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Griever here, your hostess with the mostest, bringing all you beautiful people. What I'm doing right now is I am bringing you Tokyo Ghoul read-through reaction, part number 3, starting off strong with chapter 30, and I don't know how far we're going to get tonight, but it should be pretty epic. How's everybody doing tonight? That's what I want to know. We got 3 people in here and only 3 likes. Wait a minute, that's beautiful. That's wonderful. Actually, you guys are 10 for 10. Wonderful. 100% viewers, 100% likes. I like to see it. But once again, as you guys all know, we're doing our obligatory runoff of roughly 10 minutes, and then we'll jump straight into the read-through. So, who wants to say hello? Who wants to tell me how you're feeling today? How was your week? What are you expecting for the weekend? Are you excited? Etc., etc. Anything you guys want to talk about before we start the stream? Dragon's Rage is in here and says, yo, hey Dragon, how you doing? And Caden, of course, the line of Caden will never die, says, sup. Caden also says, I'm watching this while making dinner. Oh, well, Caden, I hate the word foodie. I don't like to consider myself a foodie, but as someone interested in different cuisines around the world, what are you making tonight? I'm very curious. Even if it's only a Pop-Tart, I'm just like, I want to know. I always want to know that stuff. Fine is in here and said sup, and Fine, never mind. There's 4 people in here and there's 4 likes. There's 5 people in here and there's 4 likes. Okay, we need a 5th like. Where's that 5th like? Come on, people. You know, if there's 5 people in here, that means there should be 5 likes on the stream. These are rookie numbers. We want 100% consistency for the entire special. So, but yeah, fine. I'm doing good, you know. Miss Content says, hello. Hello, Miss. How are you doing? Caden says stew. Oh, like a beef stew? Like mushrooms, potatoes, in a gravy sort of consistency? And did you use... I'm curious, did you use actual stew beef, like chopped up by the supermarket, or did you use like leftover roast or something? I'm curious. I'm so interested in food, guys. Cooking is a science. And it's one of the most, since we can't be in the world of Full Metal Alchemist and be alchemists, I think the next best step is to be a cook. I really do. Dragon's Rage says, who the hell says foodie? Hipsters. Hipsters. And it's actually foodie with an I-E, which makes it even worse. It's not foodie with a Y, it's foodie with an I-E. And it's like, you're a foodie. It's an Instagram thing. This is why I don't have Instagram. It's a horrible thing. Like, if you're one of the people, like, people will call you foodies if you do what I do, which I've been doing for a long time. The reason I started, see, a lot of people, like, they like to take pictures of the food and post it on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever, and be like, look at this delicious salmon a la casson, or whatever the fuck they're, you know, butchery they're doing to salmon. And people will post that, like, all the time. And what people started calling that was foodie. And the problem is that I was only taking pictures because, of course, me and my wife are living, 4,000 miles away. So I would, once in a while, I would take a picture of the food I was making and say, hey, I think you'd like to try this next time you're here. And she would say, okay. And I would send it personally to her. I wouldn't post it on social media. But the problem is my family used to make fun of me. Well, not so much my family, but my brother and his woman and stuff like that would make fun of me for being a foodie because I was always taking pictures of the meals. And then that's what it became. So, and then I started posting, I missed Discord on food and cooking. So I guess technically I am a foodie because I officially posted to social media. Wow. Caden says beef from the store. Okay. Onion and bell pepper, sure. Mushroom, potato, corn, green beans, carrot, and tomato sauce. That is a very interesting stew. Once again, stew is, unlike certain things like chili and shepherd's pie and certain casseroles, stew doesn't really have a defining base. it's usually just root vegetables, beef, and that's pretty much it. Like the core concept. But I have never had a stew with so many vegetables in it. I will say that. It sounds really good. There's nothing wrong with this. The only thing I question, Caden, with your recipe is the tomato sauce. Why the tomato sauce? Like, tomato doesn't really add, like, we're not talking a curry or chili here. We're talking a stew. You need to be more gravy based. You want the beef to do the talking. So I am curious about the inclusion of the tomato sauce. But the carrots, the green beans, the corn, once again, the bell peppers, not things that I traditionally add to stew. But I can see why they would be fantastic in stew. There's nothing wrong with that. I just, the tomato sauce inclusion, I'm curious. Is there no beef base? Is there no gravy base for this stew? Is there no milk and cream? Is there no, just a little curious. That's all. Once again, guys, whenever I talk about cooking, because I feel like this has been said in Miss Content's Discord a few times, unfortunately, I am very passionate. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it depends on the way you look at it. I'm very passionate about food. I'm very passionate about cooking. I'm very passionate about feeding people proper food. And the thing is that when somebody butchers something, it really makes me go, and sometimes I can't get past it. You know what I mean? So I try to, and I don't mean any disrespect, because there are so many recipes out there that can be modified, can be edited, can be changed, sometimes for the better. There is, the great thing about cooking, unlike baking, is there's a flexibility within cooking to allow you to do these things. But unfortunately, sometimes when certain things I'm just like, yeah, no. Like, there's flexibility, but there's also don't do that. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah. Anyways, so that's why sometimes I'm trying to critique, and at the same time I'm trying to ask, and I'm trying not to be judgmental. I'm always, but sometimes I feel like I come across condescending or judgmental, and I don't mean to be, guys. I'm just very sort of, even though I'm always willing to discover a new experience in a new cuisine, I know my foundations, and when somebody goes against the foundations of cooking, then it's sort of like, well, every cuisine in the world does this. If you do the opposite, then I'm, you know what I mean? So I'm always questioning. But it's good to question. Dragon Trade says, ironic we were talking about food before reading a series about cannibals. You're goddamn right. But technically, ghouls are not cannibals because they're not eating other ghouls. They're eating humans. So, Caden said, that's just how my family taught me how to cook it. I never asked why. To be fair, every time I've cooked stew, and I'm not a stew expert. That's not actually, I've only cooked stew a handful of times. I can probably count it on one hand. So maybe tomato-based stew is a very popular thing. Usually what I do in my family, we chop up a roast and we use it leftovers. We use the leftover gravy and stuff. Then we make a stew. So that's interesting. I'll probably look that up, Caden. That's interesting. I mean, I don't think it would taste bad. Tomato sauce would, elevate the flavor and makes sense. Based Indigo said, what's up, Griever? Hello, Indigo. How you doing? Caden said they mix together very well. Well, since we're just before the 10-minute mark, I'm actually going to look that up. Stew with tomato sauce. Just curious. Oh, there's plenty that do that. Okay. So it's a... So let me just look up something a little... Maybe I've been missing an ingredient. Okay. Beef stew... Plenty of recipes, but I just want the long and short of it. So, wiki. Beef stew. Combination of Solid food ingredients cooked in a liquid, served in the resultant gravy, which I guess tomato paste would make that. Any combination of vegetables and meat, beef or sausage. Yep, that makes sense. Stock is also common. Red wine, seasons and flavoring. I'm not really seeing anything that says you can't. It just basically says use a sauce. And when the moment I looked up beef stew with tomato sauce, there was a whole like Joy of Cooking and Guy Fieri and Rachel Ray and everything. So apparently it's a big thing. I just don't do it, but apparently it's a good thing. That's very interesting. Thank you, Caden. You have been a part of expanding my knowledge of the cooking world, and that's just I never what's the word I'm looking for? I never denounce gaining knowledge. I guess that's not really the word I'm looking for, but whatever. I'm always loving when I get new knowledge of things I thought I understood, and it's like, hey, there's this whole other avenue. It's not wrong, it's just different. And I always love going down the different avenues, especially when it comes to cooking. So thank you for that. I never knew that people used tomato-based sauces for their like sauce in a beef stew. Maybe my mother's done it before. I would have no idea, actually, come to think of it. She taught me a very basic beef stew recipe, and I've stuck to it ever since, but maybe she's done it herself. I'd be curious. Anyways, we are 7 people in here and only 4 likes. What's wrong with you people? Let's check those numbers up. And we will jump here into chapter 30. But right before, we will read Caden's last message, which says, my friend eats marshmallows with mustard. Okay, that's just wrong. Okay, I was gonna accept, and thank you guys for upping those likes. You guys are all Chads, but I think Indigo said it right when he said "nani," because marshmallows with mustard. I wish I had some shock therapy going on right now. I didn't want to read that. I didn't want to know about that. What the actual fuck? Dragon's Rage said, what an interesting conversation that I really care about. So are you planning on finishing an Arca stream for this series? Dragon's Rage is being a very bitter dick right now, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, we are starting. It's only 13 minutes into the stream. I do a 10-minute runoff. I'm sorry you're 3 minutes delayed, Dragon. Calm your tits. Miss Connell said marshmallow and mustard, what the Christ. Yeah, he said it better than I did. I said, what the fuck? He said, what the Christ, and he's not wrong. So, since we're dropping viewers, I think we're going to go with Dragon's Rage. But yeah, marshmallows and mustard is just wrong. Sorry. All right, let's go. Chapter 30, starting off strong with chapter 30. I had to speed blitz chapter 29 to try to remember what was going on, and I remember that there was the whole, the detective funeral and all that stuff. So, okay, here we go. Somebody is jogging. I don't recognize this person. At least, I think I don't. Is that Kanaki? Might be. Okay, the hood's up, so it's weird. At first I thought it was somebody with long hair, but okay. A ghoul investigates the CCG main office was killed near Kashahara Elementary School in the 20th Ward. And now we see the hug and the... Is that supposed to be Rise? I'm not sure what the upside down sort of cover page is supposed to give us here in chapter 30 bitterness, but sure, let's see. So we have Kanaki sitting in a waiting room here, it seems. And he's listening to the TV. It has been 10 years since a ghoul investigator from the main office was killed in the 20th Ward. So, wait a minute. It has been 10 years since a Ghoul investigator from the main office was killed in the 20th Ward. That tells me that, wait a minute now. I mean, this makes perfect sense, and I should probably make a video about this, but remember when I said, like, a couple streams ago, probably the first one, where I was comparing the attitude of especially Americans, but just ignorant people in general, but it just seems like, pot kettle with that one. But the ignorant people saying that, like, the government thing is a hoax and the pandemic doesn't exist and the vaccine is bullshit and it's all about chips in the babies and all that crap. I said that because I assumed that ghouls were a newer thing in the last couple of years, maybe 5 total. But now we're saying it's been 10 years since confirmed. Like, that means this is so relevant to this day and age because it's showcasing that the people that don't believe that COVID-19 exists are never going to accept it happened. Because remember, we had Kanaki not believing in ghouls. And according to this news report, 10 years ago, there was a confirmed ghoul. So that's like saying basically when we reach, ladies and gentlemen, when we reach 2031, there are going to be dumb teenagers raised by stupid parents who are going to say, yeah, that whole thing was a government hoax or cover-up. COVID never happened. There was no disease. That's what we're talking about here. That's crazy to think about, but I actually buy it. I've talked to some pro-Trump, anti-COVID, anti-mask, anti-vax supporters before. And barring punching them out for being stupid, I've sat back and went, you are just never going to learn. And that person is going to stay in that mindset for the next 45 years till they die. So, this concept here is understandable, but also frightening. Very frightening, because I never thought of Kanaki as a dumbass, just but that means there's been 10 years of ghouls, and there's still people that don't accept that ghouls exist. And you wonder why the Spanish flu didn't kill us all. So, okay. Yeah. This is the thing. I thought that the ghoul infestation only happened in the last couple of years, sort of like the pandemic. And I figured that, But okay. Continuing, the CCG main office and the 20th Ward branch are taking this incident very seriously and have announced an even stronger effort on their investigation of the rabbit. So scary. It's the devil's work. Yeah, you know we're going to have that classic Christian character who's always going to be, it's the devil. It's the devil himself. So there's Kanaki. All right, we're going in, scanning everything. Oh, is this the same doctor? Dr. Kano. I don't know if it's the same doctor. I'm going to assume, I could be wrong, but I'm going to assume this is the same doctor who did the transplant thing, who was in front of the media in like chapter 1 and 2 sort of idea. I'm going to assume this is the same doctor, sort of same hairstyle. So I'm going to, same age looking. So yeah, good. Everything looks all right. I'll prescribe you your usual medication. Okay, everything looks all right, huh? But what medication? Wait a minute now. What medication would Kanaki need? He might be there for sleep disorder, anxiety medication. It's certainly not something physically related. Though there are people after surgery, and I'm not sure the time frame between the time that he got transplanted with Rise organs and now up to this point. They usually do put them on some type of meds From what I understand, I don't know what those meds do, and I don't know what they're for. But I do understand that post-surgery patients do usually take meds for up to 6 months. So, even though my body is the way it is it possible that my levels are the same as a normal person's? Well, you already... Oh, is he there to confirm that because of the whole passing through the gate thing? I remember Toka saying, a ghoul's RC factor is about 10 times higher than a human's. If they analyze a sample of our cells, they can tell right away. This test, doesn't it measure that level? But apparently not, but neither did the gate. So that means that this test might have measured it, but it sees it as normal because he's different. He's a hybrid, so it's different. Could it be that he actually knows everything, but he's just hiding it? I don't think that's the case. I'll see you in a month. That Rise was a ghoul. My present condition... Oh, wait a minute. I think he knows that Rise was a ghoul. I think the doctor does. I never thought of that before, but Rise knows, or the doctor kind of knows that Rise was a ghoul, but used her organs anyways. He found out probably after the fact that he had transplanted a ghoul thing into a human. He probably freaked out, but when Kanaki showed up, appearing very normal, he figured everything's okay. That's what I'm going to go with. That's my theory for right now. Also, I'm very sorry, guys, that the stream is so late. I know it's late. Well, it's early for most of you because most of you live west of me. So it's 10:30 for me. So it's only 9 and 8 and 7. So some of you get over yourselves. But I understand that usually my streams start a little earlier. I apologize for that. It was my parents' 33rd wedding anniversary today. So we celebrated and stuff, and I drank a case of beer over at my brother's place, and we had a lovely time and blah, blah, blah. So, that's why the stream was so delayed. So I'm sorry for that, guys. It just happened to fall on a Friday. But I also wanted to do the Tokyo Ghoul stream. So here we are. But I thought an explanation was in order. I thought I'd be home around 8:30. I didn't get home until almost 10. So, just the way it happens. But I thought an explanation was in order because I don't usually want to do them this late. Because I usually like to do a 4 or 5 hour stream and I don't want to necessarily go to 2 in the morning, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, Kanaki asked Dr. Kano, did you ever speak to Rise Kameshiro's family? And he just seems he's nodding and says, I understand they had a lovely funeral service. They didn't want to speak to me. It's unfortunate, but I don't blame them. You see. Maybe the doctor doesn't know anything. I think he does, but I think my theory is still on the table. So she did have a family. Which is weird. Rise's family must be ghouls, right? Potentially. Could they hold a grudge against me? They must hold a grudge, huh? Don't you follow the news? The investigator killings. Oh, you're sitting there with Heidi? It's a pretty unusual case. So Ogura is everywhere on TV. Oh yeah, it is scary. Ghoul special tonight at 10. It's like that every day. What grudge were you talking about? I was just coming up with my own ghoul profile. Another investigator was just killed on the 10th, right? Oh, yeah, by Toka. Yeah, why would anybody take the risk of attacking an investigator? And it seems feeding wasn't the motive, so it must have been in retaliation for something. I think they were really after Mato, the investigator from the main office. Yeah, maybe. I got a copy of the wanted poster. What? Look right here. She is a ghoul. It's showing nothing. May attack humans in retaliation for her mother's capture. But it's not showing anything. So you think she killed the investigators? Nah, I think the dot and the rabbit are two different ghouls. Hyde or Heidi, whatever, is Like, he's got this, guys. He's got this. He's supposed to be like the jock, the dumbass, the badass character. He's supposed to be the James Franco to the Tobey Maguire sort of guy. But he's got the brains. Kanaki's stupid compared to him. Like, seriously. This guy's intuition is on fucking point. Then he goes, the fact that the CCG suspects the daughter means that she was there when her mother was captured. This dude has all the facts. It's uncanny. Otherwise, how would they know their relationship? Either he's a fucking ghoul, either Heidi's a fucking ghoul who knows everything, or he just is that goddamn smart. He's like a Light Yagami or an L character. A Death Note character placed in Tokyo Ghoul is what this dude is. There are only snippets of the info poster. It doesn't even have a sketch. So I think she fled the scene right away, like maybe her mother was trying to protect her. He's got it all. If the daughter is the rabbit, even if her mother couldn't fight, don't you think she would have attacked the investigators herself? He's putting it all together. If she had the will to carry out the murder of an investigator, which technically, from what we understand now, yeah, she probably could have saved her mother. But she wasn't willing to do that, and I mean, she's still a little kid. There's a lot of stuff. If she had the will to carry out the murder of an investigator by herself and the skills to match it, why didn't she do so when her mother was being captured? That's right. Though we do see later on, once again, as I said before, it's like it's push comes to shove, it's pressure. There's a lot of things to unpack with that one, but yeah, technically she probably could have. But anyways, if you assume the rabbit is the daughter's accomplice, a proxy for revenge, it all kind of makes sense. He's getting to the heart of it. Heidi scared me. Nagachika is dangerous. I can't slip up in front of Heidi. He'll notice. It's over if he does. Yeah, because look, he figured out everything that happened in the last 10 chapters with zero fault. Zero fault. This dude is Light Yagami in Tokyo Ghoul. He's figured it all out. So let's see. What will Kanaki do? He says, why are you even theorizing about this? He says, because dude, this book, it's totally awesome. Oh, it's the book of Ghoul. It's the guy on the TV. What is that? What do you mean what? It's Ogura's The New Book of Ghoul Anatomy. It's the ultimate book of ghouls, examining the psychology, the biology, and from all kinds of angles. I don't read novels, but I was able to read this. The part of the actual ghoul investigations was just so interesting, like the clown mask ghouls in the third ward, and part of about how Matsuraba, the ghoul from Wakayama, comes to Tokyo, and okay, so he's going to travel on and on and on. All right. But I still think he's either a ghoul at this point. I think Heidi's either a ghoul. He suspects Kanaki is a ghoul. Or he's just smart as fuck. But we already saw him. Remember, we saw him awake that time. So, I think he remembers. Heidi knows something and he's just not. Yeah, that's right. Heidi's so easily influenced. No, this is your mistake. Heidi knows. Heidi knows. He knows it. Wow, I'm learning Kung Fu too. The song's so rad, but I don't understand lyrics. I'm going to learn English. He's always into something new. Yeah, and that's going to be your downfall because he brought up the first one so easily. And if my memory serves, he remembers he was awake at a certain point when he was in the cafe, when he was attacked and stuff, and he probably remembers the attack. I feel like he knows that Kanaki. He might not know that Kanaki's a ghoul, but he knows he's in league with ghouls or something like. he's trying to wrap his head around it. There's something there. There's something that we don't see, but Heidi's eventually going to bring it up, and he's going to be like, I know you've been a ghoul since September of this date. And we're going to be like, what? But I feel like that's coming. He says, maybe I'll investigate the daughter on my own. There's a reward. I think I can do it. It's too dangerous. I don't think you should do it. It's definitely not a game. Whoa, what's up with you? And he freaks out. Please don't. But if a layman like Heidi could figure out as much as he did, which, once again, he's not a layman. That's the key. I don't think Heidi is a layman. I think he knows more because he was either there, he witnessed. Maybe we'll see some information later. I don't know, but I still feel like Heidi is hiding something from us, the readers, and from Kanaki in conjunction. He knows more than he is saying. He knows more than we think he knows. And he said, the investigators must know even more. I better warn Hanami. Hey, speak of the devil. Okay, he comes in. Hey there, Eye Patch. Is it true you fought off a dove? I'm impressed, huh? He saw you while you were while he was out looking for prey. Weird, dude. He saw you kick an investigator's ass. Whoa. Looks can be deceiving. I'm impressed. Keep it up and kick all their asses for us. Ha ha ha. That's not why I did it, is what he's thinking. It's all Ghoul customers right now, so they're all very excited. You're kind of a big shot around here right now. Well, yeah, of course he would be, because in the 20th Ward, remember, they're supposed to keep their heads down, not deal with too many things. Investigators don't come here. Investigators or doves are very dangerous to them, and they sort of keep their head down and they avoid them. They're scared of them. This dude went out, fought one, kicked the shit out of him, and then walked away. So, of course, they'd be impressed by this guy. Like, it just makes sense. It makes perfect sense. This is sort of reminding me of Persona 5 with the cafe sort of aesthetic going on. And this guy says, I was a bit of a troublemaker myself. I used to be called the Wicked Ape of the 20th Ward back in the day. Wicked Ape? Really? Oh, sir, do you have a moment? Oh, it's Yoshimura. I'm sorry about the other day. If what I did drew the attention of the investigators, I'm truly sorry. And Yoshimura says, what are you talking about? What? I'm actually thankful for what you did. Yuma told me all about that day. You, a human, fought to protect a ghoul. Nothing could make me happier. Yoshimura, best character in the goddamn series. Like, he doesn't surprise me in the way that you would be like, oh my god, he did a 180. It's not that. It's just his reactions and his responses and the key moments. Like there's so much else to talk about right now about, the whole issue with Toka and the whole issue with Kanaki and the whole issue with the investigators and the daughter and all the bullshit, and all he cares about is he reminds me of like Alfred from Batman. He reminds me of like, this dude is literally the embodiment of Michael Caine right now. A human, which we know he's not, but that's the way Kanaki sees himself. Fought to protect a ghoul. Nothing could make me happier than that, because that is his goal. His goal is to live Yoshimura's goal. Now I see it. I see the light. Yoshimura's goal is for ghouls and humans to live in peace, to live in harmony, and his entire operation is supposed to show that aspect. It's supposed to show that they don't kill people. They eat people after they're dead. So, it's sick, But at the same time, it's like we're not killing anybody. We can live together in a cycle, the circle of life. You know, like that kind of shit. This dude. Best character. I'm not going to hear any more of it. Yoshimura, best character. Best character. Of course, is the old man. I'm an old man. Makes sense. Makes sense. I would resonate. I would understand. We both have hemorrhoids. You know. We need the little blue pill to get it up. It makes sense why we would, you know, like see the same page. We're one step away from cancer. It just makes sense that me and him would resonate together, you know? And then he says, besides, I should be the one. Oh, he wants to apologize. Actually, never mind. I saw it. He wants to be the one to apologize for not being the one to be. He still regrets. I think what... You guys can correct me, but I think that he's still apologizing for still... He wishes he picked up the fucking phone. He still regrets not picking up the goddamn phone, because as far as I'm concerned, and you guys can correct me, but as far as I'm concerned, had the phone been picked up, he would have shown up. And Mato would have fucking shit his pants and went, goddamn no, we're not fighting Yoshimura. He could have shown up himself. He could have sent Yomo, and she wouldn't have died. That's the thing. And he still feels responsible for that, because it's not Kanaki's fault that he didn't pick up the phone. Kanaki did the responsible thing. He figured it out before anybody else, and he called and nobody answered, and that's on him. That's the way he feels. That's what I think he was trying to apologize for in this scene. You guys can correct me. You can like bring up your own theories, but that's what I think he wanted to apologize for. Is that I did not pick up the phone, and that's my fault. And then they move on, though. They say, oh, by the way, sir, I'd like to talk to Hanami. Oh, she's no longer here. It's what Hanami wanted. Don't tell me. The 24th Ward? No, Toka's place. Huh? Slim with Toka? Open a coffee. It's Heidi. It's so bitter. I called him being a ghoul. But I think this is a red herring. I don't believe that he's a ghoul. I think this is a red herring. A lot of people think coffee is bitter. If he is a ghoul, this is a fine entrance into that, because we sort of already suspected in this chapter. But it doesn't mean he's a ghoul. I think I was tricked once before, but I don't think I'm being tricked this time. I think that this is a red herring. I think that he's not a ghoul. I think he knows about ghouls. I think he knows about maybe Kanaki, or not necessarily Kanaki, but he knows the details of certain things, and maybe he suspects Kanaki, but at the same time, I don't think he's a ghoul yet. I could be wrong, and maybe this is not a red herring and it's a total thing, but I really do think it's a red herring. It just feels so easy that maybe it's not a, I have to wait and see. So we'll jump into chapter 31 here in a minute. I'd like to hear what everybody has been saying. So let's jump into the chat, because I'm gonna need to pee a lot more, guys. I've already had a case of beer over at my brother's place, so I'm going to be peeing a lot this stream. It's going to be like 2 to 3 times every hour. Haley's in here, said, hey, Griever. Stop. Caden said, you can take ghouls as urban legends in the universe to the regular people. Yeah, but it's been for 10 fucking years. It's basically COVID 10 years later and people still don't fucking buy it. That makes no sense. Haley, frowny face? Why are you frowny face? That's so sad. Miss Content said, I think the meds are to prevent organ rejection. Yeah, that's probably what it is, because he has to go. That's why I said, like, post-surgery patients usually need to take meds for about 6 months and stuff like that. So that's probably why he's there. He's not there for anything else. Yeah. Indigo said, I believe the meds for organ transplant patients are immunosuppressants. That's, yes. And prevent the body from attacking the organs. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you're both right. Haley said, I still feel like crap, still a Griever. For what? Why do you feel like crap? No reason to feel like crap. And some type of emoji face, and then Heidi. I pronounced it Heidi. Indigo said, I pronounced it He-day. I pronounced it Heidi. I don't know why. I think I heard it in an anime once when the character's name was Hyde. Like because that's what this character's called. It's Hide. And in a Japanese anime from the 90s, they were pronounced Heidi. So I've pronounced them Heidi ever since. But it doesn't really matter. Pronounce it however you want, guys. Miss Kana said, every time Yoshimura speaks, he reminds me that he's the best character in the series. Thank you, Miss. And Miss agrees with me, guys. This is the best dude in the series. He really is. Dranger said, not my best character in part 1, but sure. Who tops him, Dragon? That's my question. Haley said, I'm sick. Well, you shouldn't be on YouTube. You should lay down. You should eat some chicken soup. Have some Canada Dry ginger ale. Not any of those other bullshit ginger ales. Have real Canada Dry ginger ale, because that shit cures everything. And that's all I can do for you. Have cup of soup or chicken soup or whatever. Have Lipton, chicken noodle, whatever. Eat that. Ginger ale. Hydrate. Don't hydrate with this. This is a bad idea when you're sick. Even though I do it, but I'm an idiot, so do as I say, not do as I do, Haley, and you'll be fine. My line to every single child I ever met. Dragon said, off talking about Friday the 13th is a good horror movie, by the way. It's absolutely a great horror movie. A lot of people hate the fact because everybody associates Friday the 13th with Jason, and nobody likes the fact that Jason is technically, he's in the movie, but he's not in the movie, if you know what I mean. He's actually not in the movie, technically, until the third one. Like, as we know him. So, you know, it got popularized because of the hockey mask, but yeah. Dranger said, I'm not going to tell you. You're holding out on me, Dragon. Haley said, ginger ale? Yeah, it cures everything. Seriously. Canada Dry, though. Not Schweppes, not Big 8, not fucking whatever bullshit the Americans sell. Canada Dry ginger ale is made with real ginger. And the reason it cures shit is because not only the fizz, like the carbonation, carbonation is actually good for an upset stomach and a lot of things and ailments. But not only that, it's actually made with real ginger, which most ginger ales are not made with. So it's made with real ginger, and ginger is an actual thing used in modern medicine. So, yeah. Ginger ale is a type of soda pop, Haley. It's a type of soda pop drink. It's a carbonated soda. You buy it at the store. It's like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, or you buy it, you drink it. Dranger said, but Ken and Carrie, you know what? Never mind. I'm curious what you think it can't cure. Which, yes, no, it can't cure long-term diseases, but it can cure the common cold. I know that. Miss Conant said, Dragon's Rage, I'm curious, has the character appeared yet? I'm curious about that, too. But either way, guys, you guys debate amongst yourselves. I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to get through 2 chapters before the next bathroom break. So, we will be right back. I am way too close to this fucking camera. Am I always this close to the camera? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, we'll be right back. I'm back. How y'all doing? Just so you guys know, I ordered bandanas on Amazon, so I'm going to start wearing bandanas all the time to keep my hair in check, sort of idea. Because I've got so much of this luxurious hair of mine that I feel the need to put it in check. And plus, the glare off of all my rosacea and all the redness and blah, blah, blah. It's not a good look. I just figured I'd cover it up in the best way that I know how. So I bought a bunch of teardrop bandanas, very classic, very, classic style, like probably some of your mothers used to wear back in the, 70s or 80s. And I'm retro, I'm old, so I thought it'd be okay. Skin Intelligence is in here. Hello, Skin. He said, Kanaki over Yoshimura. I'm sorry. How is Kanaki over Yoshimura? That's bullshit. Miss Kind said, nah. Yeah, and I agree with that. Haley said, where do you find it? At the grocery store. Indigo said, you can find it in the grocery store. It might not be available in certain countries, though. Absolutely. But either way, just find any ginger ale that claims to have natural, real ginger in it, and you'll be fine. Dragon Trade said, to answer your question, Miss, yes and no. Interesting. Anyways, we're going to jump into chapter 31. So I imagine this is supposed to be Toka. Is this Toka chopping the hair of Nami? And then screwing up? I think that's what this is supposed to be. I'm not sure. She looks so different. So I don't know. Anyway, so high school. Late 18th century, the time of the Kansei reforms of the three great reforms of the Edo period. Did you see the news? The investigated murder? It was near Kashihara. Black Bear's new song kicks ass. Oh yeah, ha ha ha. And then we have a girl noticing that Toka is very disinterested. Until I bury the one-eyed king with my own hands. I don't remember him saying that. Did he say that? Until I bury the one-eyed king with my own hands? Did he actually say that? I forget that. So he wants to kill Sauron and Barad-dûr. I would have made that joke, and I think I would have made that joke when he said the one-eyed king. I don't remember that line. I don't remember that in the official viz. I don't remember that line being when he died. Until I bury the one-eyed king with my own hands. Still, I don't know what that means. Anyways, is there like a father of all ghouls? Is it like a brood mother from Dragon's Age? Like, they produce all the darkspawn. They produce everything. You know, an archdemon sort of idea. The one-eyed king is the one who creates ghouls. Miss Kirishima. Miss Kirishima! Toka! Yeah? What's up, Toka? You seem out of it. So this is a human friend. Interesting. She's got cut bangs, which is an awful thing to do to any single person ever. But it's nothing. It makes every female look less attractive. That's just my personal taste. It makes every male look, like, seriously, cut bangs on Chris Hemsworth. Is he more attractive that way? No, he's less attractive. And Chris Hemsworth, I mean, I'm straight, but it's Chris fucking Hemsworth. So, you know, if he asked me, I wouldn't say no, right? So anyways, what's up, Toka? You seem out of it. It's nothing. Nothing? Oh, come on. You're acting strange and you seem distracted. Nothing wrong. You can... I'm on my period, okay? That explains it. Well, that's not the truth, but yeah, okay. I mean, you worry too much about the tiniest things, Yoriko. Do I? But it's so obvious with you. Huh? Oh, come on. Let's have lunch. A jelly sandwich again? Is that a problem? It's the easiest to eat. Yuck. She's trying to eat it. Like, oh, I imagine, like, whole foods are harder to eat. So if you have something squishy like bread, which is literally the opposite of me, honestly, I ate sandwiches for so many years, like going to work and shit, that now if I never ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich again in my life, it would be too soon. Like, I cannot. No. I don't think I could stomach one anymore. Like, the squishy, soft bread, it's making me sick thinking about it. And I used to eat them as a kid, and I used to eat them, but yeah, like, it makes sense that, like, things that just go down easy, like no crunchy bits, no chicken, no tuna, no cucumber, no nothing like that. Like, to make it seem like you're normal, you eat the softest, most moldable thing that seems normal. You know, you're a growing girl. You need to eat something more nutritious. Here, seriously. And it looks like a piece of maybe teriyaki chicken. Come on, eat it. Fine. And she ate it. I changed the seasoning a bit. Well, gulp. Of course, it's awful. Hits her on the head. It's good, it's good. You're just saying that. And now she's got to puke. Yeah, she drank, oh, there's 3 bottles of water there. She's got to puke it all up. And then drink a bunch of water. Go down, go down, go down. And she's whacking her stomach. Thank you, I ate it. Oh, wait a minute. She's trying not to puke. Wait a minute. I thought she was trying to puke. But she's not. She's drinking all the water, or maybe it's coffee in the water. I don't know, but it seems like water. She's trying to stomach it. She wants to be... like, once again, I know you guys are going to hate me for this, Dragon Bridge especially, but this character, Toka, is Rosalie, whatever her name is, Rose from Twilight. She wants to be human. She hates what she is, and she wants to be human. And at any cost to herself, she wants to be human. And we've seen that in multiple fictions. That's in Trinity Blood, that's in True Blood, that's in Vampire Diaries, that's in Twilight, that's in mostly vampire fiction and shit like that, but also werewolf and also monster fiction and stuff. And it's been in multiple mangas, of course. But the forefront of this is that it's so... like, at first, when I was looking at it, I thought that she was trying to, you know... Oh, wow, this is a chapter. This is got to go down, go down, go down. She wants to eat the food that her friend gave her. She doesn't want to throw it up. She wants to eat it. And she sweats, and she has to punch her stomach. Go down, go down, go down. And by the looks of it, she managed it. She managed to swallow the food. Say, thank you, I ate it. This is actually, this scene is only a couple pages. And it's short. But it is extremely, like, seriously, this could have been expanded into an entire chapter, as far as I'm concerned. This whole scene could have been a chapter. Because it's so powerful what she's trying to do. At least I think. I'm very focused on the scene because it's so... Every chapter... There is not a single chapter of Tokyo Ghoul where I don't spend like 5 minutes dissecting a scene, because it's just... It's so good. Let's see. So Toka is walking after that. Hey, you're back? Oh, didn't know you were into this kind of thing. Well, I'm not a stalker. Well, what the hell do you want? Let's see. Hanami, I'm home. Hey, Toka. Ken. How you doing, Hanami? So, Kanaki showed up. He was waiting outside for 30 minutes. Isn't that sick? Really? Hanami, did you cut your hair? Yeah. Oh, so that was them cutting their hair. Toka cut it for me. Wow, it looks like you got it done at a salon. Yeah. Anyway, what do you want? Oh, Mr. Yoshima told me if there's anything I can do, you might need help moving Hanami in. I was also kind of worried about Hanami. Why would Mr. Yoshima fine? Unbox the furniture over there. Sure. Oh, here, try reading this when you have time, Hanami. Oh, another visitor? Ding ding. Who is it? Oh, it's Yoriko. 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 I think that's how you say it. What's she doing here? Crap, I need to hide Hanami. Heidi. Oh, hide. Sorry, for once it's hide. What now? Ding, ding, ding. And she answers, oh, what's up? I'm sorry for showing up like this. You're acting strange at school, so I kind of got a bit worried. Huh? I'm fine. You worry too much. No, Toka. Like when your dad moved overseas for work, you had that sad look on your face. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Oh, Ayato's home? Hey, Ayato? No way, I didn't know you're... But... I'm sorry, I didn't know. Yoriko? Oh, I meant this was for the two of us, but... Here, I made meat and potato stew. Eat it with your boyfriend. Huh? What did you just say? Yeah, go for it, girl. What's this? Yoriko, my friend, brought it, but she saw your shoes and she left. So you have friends. Want me to kick your ass? Yoriko, huh? I know it's wasteful, but I'll throw it out. What? Are you crazy? But... I know it's... Wait, it's... Oh, wait. What? This is... Oh, so the chapter... It's not that they didn't focus on the scene. They built it up to a second scene. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul is so good. Tokyo Ghoul is so good. They set it up properly. They don't waste pages. They do never waste pages. They always have a reason. The rhyme for the reason with these people. They always know what they're doing. As I said, I would have made the whole chapter about this. Boom! They made the whole chapter about it. Wow. I can't believe it. I can't believe they did it. Kanaki's about to throw it out. What? Are you crazy? I'm gonna eat it. She went through the trouble of making it. And we saw that in the bathroom. It's just so... It looks delicious. Let me help. So she goes here. So he tries to eat it. The potato's texture is like kneaded chalk. The onions are like wings of an insect. Sewage like broth. It's like blows to the body. A secret ingredient? What did she put in this? Pencil lead? Layers and layers of horribleness crashing. I mean, like, I didn't know carefully prepared food could be so. And so he's trying to hold it in. And then she said, don't worry about it. I'll eat it. Yoriko's food would be wasted on you. And she can't eat it. And she, yeah, it's good. She's an aspiring chef. Yeah. And so Kanaki recognizes, so she's an important friend. But that's a lot of food. What's wrong with Toka? She tried too hard. And she eventually ended up puking up some of the food. But, I mean, the fact that she's trying so hard for her friend, there's something there. There's something important there, as far as I'm concerned. So let's scroll up and see what people are saying. There's a lot of deleted messages. I don't know why, but they were deleted by Misk. So Haley, clearly you're doing something that Misk is not a fan of, so stop that. Dragon said, I'm not going to tell you. Let's see. Skin said he's superior in character and design and age and badassery. I mean, he's superior in character? How? And design? No. And age? No. And badassery? No. All your arguments are false, Skin. You don't have a leg to stand on. Caden said ginger ale is in the green bottle. Absolutely. Miss Content said a one-eyed kin equals Sekigan? What the fuck is a Sekigan? Do I know what that is? Sekigan. Meaning Tokyo Ghoul. There we go. It's the first option. The one-eyed ghoul. Also called half ghoul, is a human ghoul hybrid who possesses a ghoul abilities. Okay. He wants to meet the one-eyed king, which is the Sekigan. They changed it to the direct translation for some reason. But I don't remember him mentioning, like, I want to meet that. Oh, he did say he wanted to meet the hybrid. He wants to dissect Kanaki because he couldn't understand. Right, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Indigo said Kanaki does get interesting later on in the story, but I'm not put him over Yoshimura. That's Cap Skin. Yeah, I'm with Indigo on this one. Like, I haven't read the whole story, to be fair, but once again, it's just, yeah. Skin said, don't get me wrong, at this point in the story, Yoshimura is leagues above Kanaki. I'm saying end of story, Kanaki over Yoshimura, but technically that would be spoilers when you say that. When you say, like, oh, this character gets, like, don't get me wrong, I don't really give a fuck. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that you can't, the idea of spoiling someone is not that you, like, hype somebody else up. It's sort of like One Piece is 20 years old, and you get someone that's one chapter in, and you go, okay, I think that Luffy's the greatest character since sliced bread. Then you go, ho, 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 ho. I have like 20 other characters above him. And then it's like, well, just don't say that, you know? I think your heart's in the right place, but at the end of the day, like, now you're spoiling me that Kanaki's going to be like such a great character. Now I'm going to be expecting it, and when it, like, that's the problem. High expectations. Like, when I was at my brother's, I watched A Million Ways to Die in the West for the second time. My parents, my brother, his girlfriend, me, we were laughing our ass off at that movie because it's a funny fucking movie. It really is. But it got panned. Everybody hates it. I don't know why. Were expectations too high? The man who made Family Guy is making a movie with an ensemble cast. Apparently it's going to be Pride and Prejudice, Titanic, The Godfather, 10 Years a Slave. Apparently it's Life of Pi. Apparently it's going to be the greatest thing of all time. And when it's not, people get irritated. And it's like, he was making a comedy. You know? So, I think it's sort of the same deal. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Indigo said, okay, that's fair. Fair enough. Indigo said, I'm going to eat. I'll be back. Looking forward to it. Dragon said, I apologize on behalf of Griever to any girls with cut bangs watching the stream. But I don't apologize. You should not have cut bangs. There's deleted messages. Dragon said, "Don't you dare grieve." Oh, god damn it. Miscontent said, spam. He said he wanted to bury the Sekigan, so he wanted to bury the One-Eyed King, which One-Eyed the patch. Okay, I get it. Yeah, fine then. Skin said, I mean, it isn't really spoiling because after you finish the series, you could always think Yoshimura is still better than Kaneki. It really boils down to someone's opinion of a character. That's true, but I just mean that, like generally speaking, when somebody is starting a series, like, for example, it would be like me telling Misk right now who are the top 3 best characters in Toriko. He's read 147 chapters. There are 397 chapters. Me telling him who my favorite, and when he says, "Oh, Zebra is my favorite character," and I'm like, "Oh, miss, let me tell you who your favorite character is right now." You see what I'm saying? It's just a little weird. That's all. I think that everybody should withhold until they get to that point. You can build hype skin. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You can build hype. You can be like, "Oh, you think Yoshimura's really good right now? Wait till you finish the series." That's the way you say it. That's the way you do it. Once again, I don't really care. Like, I'm not gonna, like, left your comment and the mods left your content and I left your content. It's fine. I'm just saying for future reference, that's the way I prefer, rather than to be spoiled like everyone's like, "Oh, Kaneki is going to be the greatest thing," and it's like, okay. So if, for example, if you hype him up so much and then I'm not hyped by him, see where the problem lies? Anyways. So he said, yeah, and bangs are terrible. Okay. So we're going to jump into chapter 32. Who are you? How did you get here? I don't recognize this guy. I'll call the police. Excuse me for keeping my shoes on. Calm down, miss. How do you know my name? I don't want any trouble. But if you call the police, somebody will be. Somebody, or sorry, not will be, will die. Miss Sono, who works at the cafe near the station. Are you crazy? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't feeling excited. Sepia, your eyes. Graduation is beautiful. Okay, so that's a ghoul who killed someone. Okay, pretty boy. Got it. Keeping up with your training? Yep. I've been jogging at night. It feels good to exercise. So it's Toka and Kaneki. Oh yeah? Boom! You need to bulk up too. Surviving doves are going to be better prepared next time, and they'll be sending guys that'll be even tougher. I need to get stronger too. You're lucky. You've got Riza's Kagune. About that, I want to avoid relying on my Kagune as much as possible from now on. I don't think it's wise to use a power that I cannot control. I'm not worthy of using it at the moment. I'll be too late when I damage it or break it. I also feel bad being helped by others at the time. Then what? You want to fight with your bare hands from now on? I want to fight like you. Like when you stomped Nishino. And how you went whoop whoop, not hurting them more than you had to. Toka says, what a waste. He's trying to be a good person. I get it. If you want to be like me, you should be able to do a backflip at least. A backflip? Oh, Yomo. Let go. Shut up, huh? Yomo. Oh, good evening. What kind of games are you guys playing? We're training to do a backflip. Toka, I'm gonna fall. Yomo, Ken. Yes, what is it? You're not bad at evasive maneuvers, but you suck at everything else. Sorry. Okay, stand up. Try to hit me. Oh, Yomo's gonna try. Whoa. The Kisuke of the fucking universe is gonna train him. Wait a minute. I need to prepare for this. I need to be prepared for this. Nothing left. I need to be prepared for this. This is what we're talking about. What we've seen currently is Ichigo versus Rukia. Now we've got Ichigo versus fucking Kisuke. Which, by the way, I'm still not convinced Ichigo could beat Kisuke. I know he's overpowered as fuck. I'm still not convinced that Kisuke hasn't thought of 1,000 ways to beat Ichigo. So, I'm in the Kisuke beats Ichigo camp. And he beats Aizen too. So, let's go. Okay. Try to hit me. What? Hit him? Where and how? Would it be rude to hold back? Oh, okay then. If you say so. He punches. If you miss, quickly make your next move. He slaps it away. Use your legs too. He dodges. It's not going to end well. Bam. You're not using your hips. You've got no weight behind it. Toka, you too. Bring back memories of you training me. Both of us at the same time? That look, you want us to go for it, don't you? Get up. Let's try at least land a punch. So it's going to be Toka. So it wasn't Yoshimura, it was Yomo. He trained Toka. It wasn't Yoshimura. Oh, what? Okay. So let's see what they try to do. They both attack. Boom, boom. Smack him in the face. Oops. Bam, bam. They're getting their ass kicked. If you're going to train him, teach him the fundamentals. And you need to stop eating things you don't have to. It's slowing you way down. The point of the last chapter. But Yomo doesn't understand why she's doing it, which it might be slowing her down, but she's doing it this is rock, hard place. That's what that is. This is this. That's what it is. It's crushing her between what she knows is logical and what she wants to do for a friend, and it's just going collide. You know? That's what it's doing. It's going boom. Which, by the way, it's like my own punches kind of hurt on my own fist. And, I mean, I'm not that strong, guys, but I got power behind these fists. Considering I'm so scrawny, I got bones. And that's the best thing about it, is that the knuckles, they show up pretty good. And trust me, bone hurts a lot more than muscle. I've been in a couple of fights, and trust me, it's the way it works. So, just as I thought we didn't stand a chance against him, I need to work harder. There's such an obvious difference in skill. Come to think of it. What was Yomo doing here anyways? Somebody, help, help. Okay, no eyes. I can't see anything. That's creepy as fuck. No eyes. Wow. It is believed to be the work of a ghoul known as the Gourmet. disgusting. Listen, guys, there are some insults that I take, but I hate, which happens in real life when serial killers decide to sully the name of cooks, of the cooking world, when they call themselves the chef. Or even other professions. I'm the barber of this. I'm the chef of that. I'm the cook of the kitchen. I'm the, it makes me sick. It makes me sick to see serial killers and people take on these epithets of truly hardworking individuals that perfect their craft. It's the worst. It's literally an insult to it's the perversion. It's a perversion of what they do. So he calls himself the ghoul known as the gourmet. So now you've insulted all fine dining. It's disgusting. It really is. So he says he's been rather active ever since Rise died. Yeah? The gourmet, that name that was on the Wonder poster. Welcome to, smells good. It's probably, here's the pretty boy, this is the gourmet. Clearly. No problem. This place is always relaxing. Welcome. Wow, he's like a model. It's been a while, Miss Kirishima, Miss Eremi. What do you want? He's a regular. Oh, come on, I just came to say hello. You are unfriendly as always. Although that's what makes you charming. You're a freak. Oh, the boy with the eye patch. Is that you, the tough guy who took down an investigator? Oh, hi, my name's Kanaki. Kanaki? Oh, you're more frail than I imagined. A strange scent. Hey, we're working and you're a freak, so get the hell out of here. It's always a pleasure with you. I'll stop by again soon for some coffee when Mr. Yoshimura is here. Well then, Kanaki, I'll see you later. He smelled the scent. He's going to track him. Who was that? The 20th Ward's nuisance. Rise was the nuisance. No offense, but Rise was killing people left and right. Rise was the nuisance. You don't want to get involved with that guy. He's a pain in the ass. So, walks forward. We've been waiting for you, sir. Good evening. Tell the chef I want his sautéed. Certainly. He's holding something. Opens up. Haha. Oh, come on. No, really. A nice color. Antiquities Kanaki. So very intriguing, that scent. Ghoul the gourmet. Shu Sukiyama. Sukiyama. I think I got that pronunciation right. Sukiyama. I'm going to call him Shu because that's easy. But Shu. Alright. So chapter 33 is what we're jumping to. We'll jump over to the chat for a second and then, yeah. Dragon said, I'm just waiting for Griever to get to the more messed up stuff in the series. And once again, see, that is how you do a spoiler. Dragon's Rage knows how to do spoilers without spoiling. He goes, there's more fucked up shit in this series. I can't wait till you get to it. And I'm not going to say like, oh, we're going to get to it this stream, or oh, it's this character. This is how you do spoilers without spoiling. So yeah, I'm assuming there's some fucked up shit. Miss Conda said, oh yeah, that stuff. Fun times ahead. This is how you do spoilers. Dragon Trade's Devil Face and Skin Intelligence said, this man really had to drink 2 beers to prepare. I did because I was fucking right. I love being right. I love being right all the time. I have been right in this entire series, and that has not made it bad. I have been correct 95% of the time, and I've been wrong about 5% over 33 chapters, and it has not made it a terrible experience. It's just been nothing but glorious. It's been a wonderful experience, ladies and gentlemen. It has been nothing but a fantastic experience. And I'm tired as fuck. But we're going to read another chapter. Why not? I'm going to pee first, though. Am I going to pee first? Yeah, I'm going to pee first. Okay. I'm going to pee first, and then we're going to read chapter 33. I'm hoping to get to chapter 40 by the end of the stream. We are 1 hour and 25 minutes into the stream, and I feel like we can still get there easily within the 4-hour mark that I usually set for these streams. The stream is a lot later, so maybe it won't happen. I might have to end the stream prematurely, where I was already drinking all afternoon and blah, blah, blah. But we will see. When my words start to slur and I talk like this, then you guys, I urge that my moderators, both Miss Content and Dragon's Rage, who are in here, they will tell me, hey, maybe you should end the stream. I'm counting on my moderators to know when I'm too fucking drunk to continue. So, I'm not drunk yet, but you never know. It might happen this stream. I actually might get drunk this stream. Whereas I had 12 beer before I started the stream. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've had about 16 beer. Maybe. No, not quite yet. Getting there though. Couple more beer. Might be a drunk stream. Anyways, quick piss. Be right back. All right. So, what are we doing? Apparently, we are going to be reading some more Tokyo Ghoul. Let's see. Caden was saying, drinks up. Yeah, Dranger said, so chat, come here often. Absolutely. Indigo said, what did I miss? We are on chapter 33 according to Dragon's Rage. And that is what precisely we are about to read, because this is going to be, it makes me feel better. Indigo says, cool. It makes me feel better that my Jujutsu Kaisen read-throughs were like 7 to 10 chapters of read-through, and we got 15 to 16. We got 15 chapters, including. As far as I'm concerned, the first stream was 20 fucking chapters. I don't care what anybody says. That shit was 20 fucking chapters. And because we read like a 70 like start chapter, right? 70-page start chapter and blah blah blah, and then the next one was like 50 pages and blah blah blah. So we have done now in part 3, we are leaps and bounds ahead. Like you guys know, my first Jujutsu Kaisen stream was only 8 chapters, and that was like a 3.5-hour stream. Like that shit was crazy. So the fact of the matter is that if we only do 10 chapters this stream, we're still in the bonus. We're still in the plus. Trust me, we will be further ahead than we ever were in Jujutsu Kaisen, even if I stop the stream right the fuck now. Which, once again, I have to apologize for being in this situation, because, as I said before, it was my parents' 33rd wedding anniversary. We were celebrating, up until I started the stream, pretty much, and then, shit happened. Indigo said, speaking of JJK, wishing Geje Godspeed for his recovery. Once again, he himself, and I believe him, he himself said that he's suffering from no serious illness. He's just suffering from the fact that every mangaka is suffering from, which is overwork, overtired, weak health. It happens. And now they're forcing him basically to take a vacation, and he can come back when he's feeling better. I hope he takes his time to reflect on the fact that he needs the time off. When I do my review for chapter 152, I'm going to say the same thing, because it's only 9 pages. And the reason it's only 9 pages is because they basically said, hey, you're done. Like, the fact of the matter is that the chapter previously, not the previous chapter, but the chapter before that, showcased unfinished panels. Like, that just goes to show you how under pressure and how behind he really is. And if we want stellar story and stellar content, we need to give the man a goddamn break. So, Trainer said, don't have to apologize for that. You could have our apologize for the Twilight references, though. Listen, at the end of the day, Twilight is a 5 out of 10 series, but at the end of the day, like, as far as the books go, but you can't deny that they had some good parts. I'm sorry, it'd be stupid to deny it. 50 Shades of Grey also had some good parts. It's a terrible fucking series of books, but it had it. 50 Shades of Grey, Twilight, True Blood. Miss Condon says, dude may just be a bit under the weather, but it's good that he took a longer vacation so he's back in tip-top shape. That's what I'm saying. Like, he probably was just like feeling a little shitty. He couldn't keep up with the constant schedule, and he needed a goddamn break. And it's shown for once in their goddamn career, the editorial department went, listen, man, take your vacation. You need it? Leave it alone. We do this for Hunter x Hunter. We didn't do it for Kubo. That's what pisses me off, actually, about the whole thing, is that the editorial department, the same department that could have given Kubo a break, did not do that for Kubo. Let that sink in. I'm not against Gage taking a break, guys. Once again, he deserves, if he wants 2 months off, I'll be there when chapter 153 releases. I don't give a shit if it's 2 months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I don't care. But remember that the same editorial department that feels guilty because of Kentaro's death, they feel guilty, and they're now trying to give their authors their due space. They didn't give that to Mashima. They didn't give that to Kubo. They didn't give that to anybody. They've never given that. Just remember that these guys are still the devils. They're the ones that are causing the biggest problem with our current mangakas. Just remember that. Skin said, yeah, I feel like we take for granted how hard it is to be a mangaka. Like, how do you have any idea how it is to work and publish artwork every week? Like, I couldn't do it. So, Skin, speaking facts, like, I couldn't do it. Miss Conn said, also, it's a good sign that the Weekly Shonen Jump editorial staff is making authors time to take off when they usually overwork themselves to shit. Which, once again, as I said, should have happened way sooner. Because I remember Toriko, I remember Bleach, I remember Food Wars, I remember a lot. They didn't get the same courtesy. And once again, I'm not blaming Gay for the courtesy that the Shonen Jump staff is showing. I'm saying that the devils in sheep's clothing should have shown themselves way sooner. Skin says Griever's Twilight fanboy confirmed. No, not a fanboy. Not at all. I've seen the movies. They're meh. The books are about a 6 out of 10. They're decent books. The world they built is actually interesting. And I have a lot of positive things actually to say about the Twilight verse. I really do. So, I'm not a fanboy at all. I call it a 6 out of 10 series, but put it this way, Twilight is better than 50 Shades. Dragon said, people think that Shonen Jump is giving him a break because they know the series is coming to an end and they don't want him to rush it. Yeah, he confirmed that he wanted to finish the series as quickly as possible, and I'm hoping that's why Shonen Jump is pushing him to take a vacation, because they don't want this series to end, because as far as they're aware, this is their cash cow. This is the new... It's not Bleach, but it's the next best thing you're going to get to a new Bleach. They fucked up with Kubo, so they're looking for the guy who's inspired by Kubo to pull up the torch, and he wants to end the fucking series. And they're like, well, what if we give you a vacation to think about it? Yeah, that's what we'll do. You know. So, yeah, I'm not convinced. I don't think that what we've read is on the up and up. Like, I don't think Gage is actually sick. Like, I don't think he has cancer or anything like that. I don't think he's actually sick. But I think they literally are forcing him into this vacation because of editorial differences behind closed doors. That's what I think. But we'll see. Miss Khan said they probably want him to be well because there's a big moneymaker right now. If that were the case, Misk, they would have extended Naruto and fucking Bleach, and they didn't. They would have kept Toriko going. All the biggest moneymakers ever in Shonen Jump, and they canceled them. Think about it. They canceled Bleach. Sorry, at the end of the day, 151 chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen is not as great as 700 chapters of Bleach. And at the end of the day, they still canceled Kubo. When he went through... They didn't cancel him during the Fullbring. They canceled him, which is the worst arc. They canceled him during well after the 1,000-Year Blood. So I don't know. I don't see it. Skin said the fact that it took someone's death for them to realize their manga are human beings is just terrible. I agree, and I think that's what's happening right now. Dranger said, I feel it's a cultural thing, not a manga industry thing. I think it's both. Indigo said, well, Japanese work culture in general. I believe that too. Skin also said, in my opinion, be real. They want to milk the fuck out of Geijai, like JJK is the second selling best manga this year with 18 million copies. So no Geijai equals. That's what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, if they care to see, here's what I don't understand. They're a terrible business because they also don't seem to care about money. Because if they cared about money, they wouldn't have ended Naruto or Bleach. So, but they forced some of the best-selling manga of all time to prematurely end. Why would they do that? So I feel like it's a power dynamic more than a money-making dynamic. I really do. I really feel like it's a power dynamic, not a money-making. Because money-wise, says that before Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, and Black Clover ever got off the ground, Bleach was making millions for that company. And so was Naruto. And they ended both of them. And rushed them. Why? They weren't hemorrhaging money. They were making money. Why would you rush them? They're giving Geijai a 1-month break. A hiatus. They give Hunter x Hunter. Where was Kubo's? Where was Kishimoto's? The best-selling mangas of all time didn't have that. Demon Slayer even. Demon Slayer was not allowed a hiatus. Why? Kentaro's death made the industry fucking scared. And now that's what they're doing. They never did it before. They're doing it now. Because they're fucking scared of authors leaving them for companies that will do it. Because Kentaro's death shook the manga's industry. Dying before he was even 60. The author of Berserk dying due to stress. In this day and age. There's a lot of problems in this day and age, ladies and gentlemen. But at the end of the day, that was the shocker in the manga industry. Drains said, I don't want to assume the people who work in the manga industry are evil. They are. Sorry. They're corporate. Corporate are evil. They're like a union. Unions are evil. Skin said, I heard some people are mad at the hiatus, but I'm like, do you guys want unfinished panels every chapter? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Anybody who wants to complain about unfinished panels, listen, at the end of the day, I think that's unprofessional, but that shows that he was too overworked. The fact that he willingly released unfinished panels tells me that he was overworked. And he needs this break. That's what he needs. Indigo said the manga industry needs some reforms. They absolutely do. Skin said, we live in a completely different time from Kubo and Kishimoto and Muria with things like Twitter and the internet. It's much easier for people to speak up. I agree with that 100%, and that should have happened. But my point is, I'm not blaming the current authors who get the break. I'm blaming the people that didn't give back 10 years ago, didn't give the break to the authors then. I blame the industry because they are at fault. We all know it. They are at fault. The only reason that some of our favorite series of all time Bleach, Toriko, Naruto. The reason they ended was not because the story went bad or the sales were shit. It's because they wanted to move on to the next big thing and the goddamn authors wanted a fucking break. And say what you want about America, but they don't do that to their authors. They do it to some authors, but not everybody. Not everybody. Publishing companies don't do that. Not as much as this. The mangaka industry is the most competitive, backstabbing, fierce thing I've ever seen in my life. And Skin even says about mangakas being overworked, and with Mariah's death, everyone is watching the industry with a side eye. Exactly. Now with his death, everybody's scrutinizing. See, that's the thing. Everybody's looking at them. So if they fuck up, if anybody else gets sick or dies on their watch, they are in deep shit. And they don't want that to happen. So all of a sudden. But the fact that it took a king of manga to die to make people look, there's something to be said for that. Well, that was gross. That was gross. What was that? Was that froth? Was that spit? I don't know. Skin said, USA has its problems, but it's nowhere near as bad as Japan. Yeah, not in the publishing company. Not at all. So yeah, we're going to jump over to chapter 33 because I think we've talked about this long enough. There's been like a 20-minute discussion for some reason. Which we should probably save for another stream or another video. Anyways, so here we have Asshole Brain, the gourmet, who claims... I'm not going to call him that, guys. I'm going to call him Dickwad the entire time. Because he has the nerve to not only dress like a hipster, have a hairstyle like a hipster, and then also claim to be the gourmet. Which hurts me personally, as you guys know. So, yeah. Coming University. He's also enrolled here. He's a student here. He's got long legs. So he's looking for him. Drinking the coffee. Sigh. The coffee here is not that great. Kanaki. Hey. Oh. Hi. Shu. Tsukiyama. May I sit? Oh, please. What are you doing here? I came to see you. If that were the reason, how would it make you feel? Huh? I don't know. I'd be scared, is what he thinks. So he's the gourmet. According to Toka, he's a 20th Ward's nuisance. What does he want with me? What's he up to? Is this a martial arts book? Yes, that's kind of unexpected. I thought you'd be into something more literary. That's what I usually read, but I just recently got into this. Into martial arts? Yeah, it's not safe these days. I see. Knowledge of self-defense. But doesn't it make it a very interesting read, does it? Yeah, it's great and all, but it's not the most compelling material. But when I read other books, I couldn't quite picture the fight scenes in them. But with a little bit of knowledge, I'm able to picture the scenes better now. Turns out the parts I didn't quite enjoy are actually very enjoyable. Kind of an added bonus. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, let's see what this guy is fucking gonna say. I don't know. This guy pisses me off from his namesake alone, so let's see. If you have background knowledge of a subject covered in a piece of work, you're able to enjoy it more deeply. This is what I've been trying to explain to Miss Discord and my own Discord and Grimm's Discord and everybody else's Discord and every stream I do for the past years. Literally years, ladies and gentlemen. If you have background knowledge of a subject covered in a piece of work, you're able to enjoy it more fully. It also applies to things that if you don't have background knowledge on, and you don't think it's good, shut the fuck up. People who haven't seen Star Wars cannot judge Star Wars. People who haven't read Lord of the Rings can't say shit about Lord of the Rings. I had to read 700 chapters of Naruto. I put myself through that pain to say, no, it's not really a very good manga. But that's what this dude is saying right now. Is that you need to still experience it to then form your own opinion. You can't just say something sucks without ever seeing it or experiencing it. I can't go to you tomorrow and say, what's your favorite movie? ABC. And I go, well, I've never seen ABC, but ABC sucks. My opinion is an opinion, but it's wrong. You know why it's wrong? Because it's invalid. Opinions can't be wrong, apparently, and I'll give you that. Opinions can't be wrong. But you cannot, I argue, here's my counter, you cannot have an opinion without first seeing the material that you're have an opinion of. So if you don't read the book, if you don't watch the movie, if you don't see the series, how can you have an opinion on it? Now your opinion is baseless. And if it's baseless, then it doesn't count for anything. And that's what this guy is saying. Which makes me mad because I don't want to like this guy because he called himself the gourmet and he's an asshole. So you can envision so much from just one passage. A piece of work, I think. Awareness gets to the authors. Be enjoyed more closer to the readers. Imagining yourself walking freely in an imaginary world from the creator's perspective. It makes me tingle with excitement. You really do like books, don't you? Says Kanaki. And Shu says, only when I'm immersed in a book am I able to forget who I am. Fiction is what helped me through some tough times. And Kanaki's remembering when he was immersed in books. He says, so I hear you read Tatsuki? The regulars at Antakui told me. Oh, yeah. Her style is subtle, but there's an inner strength to it. I'm fascinated by her indescribable style. I like her work too. I see. Tatsuki, huh? There's a place I really like. It's a cafe run by a book lover. It smells of old books and coffee and it's blended in just the right way. The ambiance is so comforting. According to rumors, I hear Tatsuki shows up there too. What? Takasuki? Would you like to go sometime? We can bring our favorite books to share. I'm sure you'll like it there. That does sound fun. But I get the sense that he's up to something. He doesn't look like a bad person, but I can't completely trust him. At least he's finally gotten some sense. Did Miss Kirishima say something about me? It's okay, I know. I've always been misunderstood. People shove me thinking I'm a snob. I'm not allowed to participate in board meetings, so I'm always out of the loop. I try to be sociable with them, and then they shove me for trying too hard. With Miss Kamishiro gone now, I have nobody to talk to. But I felt something similar to her with you. Right? There aren't many book reading. Oh, shit. You know, it's most of the rather vulgar. I'm just looking for a friend. You know, I hate this guy, but I want to believe him for the sake of Kanaki. I want to think that he's a good guy. Like, he eats people. But I want to think he's a good guy as far as a ghoul goes. I want to think that he's legitimate in reading books with Kanaki. I want to think that. I know it's wrong. I know it's false. It was the same hope I held out for Merlin with Seven Deadly Sins. And I was wrong then too. God, I was so wrong. But yeah. So let's see. I've bothered you, haven't I? I'm sorry. I'll leave you. If you want, you could talk to me about books. Then we get the evil eye. No, I'm worried. Thank you, Kanaki. I was hoping you'd say that. Let's meet again at the station on Sunday. Oh, okay. I feel like I got coaxed into it. Was there something between him and Rice? The shop was closed today, so I'm out of it. Hey, oh, Yomo, this is a surprise. What are you doing? I came here by mistake. What brings you here? I was in the neighborhood. Oh, since you're here, will you take a look at my kick? I'm busy. Next time. Oh, I'm sorry. Yomo, you want to come with me? Huh? Not the mountain again, no. No. I'm meeting somebody. She's been wanting to meet you for some strange reason. She? But you don't have to. It'd be a pain, right? What's she like? She's... I'll meet her if you were kind enough to invite me after all. Alright. Let's see. 14th ward. They went out of the ward. It's up here. Does it come to the shop? Is it a bar? I'm actually underage. Wait, it's closed. She's probably inside. Oh, I see. Whoa. What's... Boo! The mask is great, right? It's a prototype I made a long time ago, but it is good. Oh, there's Uta. Cut it out, Itori. Sorry, Ren. It's been a while, Kanaki. How's my mask working out? It's great. Kanaki? Oh, so this is the kid. Dickie's Mr. Eye Patch. So, who is this woman? No, I'm curious. I'm just going to read the next chapter. Sorry, guys, for not checking the chat between chapters, but I want to see what's... And now they're at a funeral pyre. We have Uta, and we have this new woman, and we have Yomo, like in a funeral march. So, Chapter 34 says, loosen up. This is my place. It's a bar. You can relax. Kanaki, I've never been in a place like this before, and it's Kanaki, not Kanachi. I'm happy you came to see me, Kanachi, or whatever she's saying. I've heard about you from Ren and Uta. I made your mask. I was so jealous of them. Anyway, you are disheveled as usual, Ren. Shave once in a while, will ya? So how long have you been wearing those clothes? 10 years? Shut up. So, is this another powerhouse? I feel like she's another powerhouse because I don't think Yomo would take any of her crap if she was not like a 3,000-year-old ghoul or some shit. It must be hard for you too, Kane. I'm just a pain in the asses around you. No, not at all. I wouldn't be here without everybody's help. I'm thankful. She looked shocked. He's a good kid, this one. So wonderful. And shaking his head. He's got that pure heart that we lost. I'm still pure too, says Uta. Uta, you hipster wannabe punk piece of shit, gangster Green Day level piece of shit. No, you're not. You're not that pure. I'm sorry. Nobody gets that many piercings. Nobody gets that many piercings and is pure. Sorry. Moving on. I like Uta, but you have too many piercings. Moving on. Have the three of you known each other for a long time? And she says, yeah, I've unfortunately been inseparable from Ren since he showed up in the 4th ward. The 4th ward? I remember Uta saying, wards 1 through 4 are basically unlivable. Ren and Uta hated each other back then. Really? The 4th ward was even crazier than it is now because of those two. The problems they caused? I'm sorry, you know how teenagers are. Wait a minute. Looking now, this implies the ghouls grow. Ghouls grow. Ghouls grow up. They age. They're not immortal. Or maybe they are immortal, but they grow up. Because right now, this is confirmation. We're seeing it. So Uta and Yomo, they fought all the time. Which Uta looks a lot better back in the day, not gonna lie. At least he's pulling the teenage fucking fuck you look to him. Now he just looks like an angry hipster. Says, we're friends now though, right? Maybe. Maybe. Brenji used to be like Toka is now back in the day. Yeah, like how they got out of control. Forget about me, that's enough. Oh, he's pissed. He is pissed. Yomo. Didn't you want to talk to him about something? Oh, right. Here. Don't worry, it's not alcohol. It's not wine. It's more vicious. Is this blood? Is this blood? Something like that. Grabs the hand. Forces it in the mouth. What? Be gentle, Itori. Wow, I've never seen one before. A one-eyed ghoul. Huh. No need to hide it. We're all ghouls here. Anyway. So that's what Miss was talking about. That's what he was talking about. It's a one-eyed king, a one-eyed ghoul. Okay. Alright. Matthew McConaughey said, alright. And I say, alright. So let's see. A one-eyed ghoul. You think they're... Wait a minute. You think their one-eyed is like him? They... The ambiguous they? There's another one-eyed... There's another hybrid. I don't know. Well, I figured there would be eventually, but I didn't think it would come this soon. They're a one-eyed king. Thanks for the towel. I'm sorry about that. Is there another ghoul with only one eye? Mine besides me? Oh, you're interested now? What do you think? What would happen if a human and a ghoul crossbred? Which is what I assume what the mother and daughter were. A human and ghoul? Well, what do you think? You mean like a child being born between a human and a ghoul? They die. What? The possibility of pregnancy is extremely low to begin with. If the mother is a human, the ghoul fetus can't... Let's see. This sounds... Once again, Dragon Church is going to hate me for this, but this is basically Twilight Breaking Dawn. If the mother is a human, the ghoul fetus can't receive the necessary nourishment. Blood and human, So it dies from hunger inside the womb. Breaking Dawn, once again. If the mother is a ghoul, even if she becomes pregnant, her body confuses the fetus for nourishment and absorbs it. So... Hanami. I have questions. Because what about Hanami? We have the father, the mother, and the goddamn child. We've seen that ghouls grow. Sorry, guys. I'm just. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to figure this out. This is shaping so much. Like, I have so many fucking questions. Just give me a couple minutes, guys. I'll be right back. So, okay. So what they're saying is, if the mother is human, the ghoul fetus can't. Alright. By the sounds of it, there's no way for crossbreeding to happen. They would die. The possibility of pregnancy is extremely low to begin with, which is not true because, look, we have too many hungry children to say that that's a fact. It's not a fact. Pregnancy is very easy, in fact. But we're talking about ghoul versus human. They said if the mother is a human, which is something that I believed, like what about Hanami, right? I believed that her father was human. That's how that shit happened. But apparently they were both ghouls, and now Hanami's a daughter. How does that work? So here they're saying if the mother is a human, the ghoul fetus. Now, we don't know about Ghoul v. Ghoul, but if the mother is a human, the Ghoul fetus can't receive the necessary nourishment, and it dies from hunger. Okay. Once again, Dragon's Rage will hate it, but that's basically the storyline for Twilight Breaking Dawn. But if the mother is a ghoul, and if she becomes pregnant somehow, her body confuses the fetus for nourishment and absorbs it. So there's no way for someone to be... wait a minute. Let's keep reading. But very rarely, there are some that are born. But how? She just said, if the mother is human, it dies from hunger inside the womb. Unless they pull a Bella. If the mother's a ghoul, it's never born to begin with. What's the very rare... Like, give me the circumstances behind it. I need the circumstances because you just said that that's the way it works. You can't give me an absolute and then tell me that there's an exception. You need to give me the reasons behind the exception. You need to explain like, oh, well, there was this, that, and the other thing. You need to give me the ABCs. There's no... Like, if you give a rule that like, okay, a dog and a human can't fucking make a dog puppy, which is a fact, and then you say, but very rarely some are born. It's like, well, wait a minute now. You just said never. You just said that doesn't happen. So what was different about the very rarely? I hope they give me this detail because I'm not going to accept it if they just go off on the line of, yeah, this can never happen, that can never happen, but it still does. Then I'm not going to buy it. Let's see. Let's see what their explanation is. Very rarely, some are born. Half ghoul, half human. You know what heterios is? No, I don't. I've read about it somewhere. It's like when a liger, born from a lion and a tiger, possesses qualities superior to both parents. Okay, sure. So, I mean, they're in the same family, so humans and ghouls, same thing. Tigers, lions. Half ghouls are way superior to pure ghouls. She shows, oh, maybe she's one. Wait a minute. And it's that said that their kakugen manifests itself in only one eye. But wait a minute now. But what? Anyways, we're moving on because I want to get through the chapter, but I don't believe this explanation. Either it's bad writing or something like that, but it's like, if the mother's human, it doesn't work. If the mother's ghoul, it doesn't work. But sometimes it works. You don't say it never works. That's like saying to me, being like, here's 120 volts. Here's 120 volts. 600 volts. No, it's 240. It will never be 600. That's not the way it works. You can't add numbers that don't work. It's not logical. So maybe it was the translation that misexplained it, but they basically told me that if there's a mother that's a ghoul and if there's a mother that's a human, it does not matter. They die. And they gave no reasoning to why they wouldn't. How any offspring would survive. If they would give me some, which once again is a bit of Dragon's Rage, but Twilight level Breaking Dawn explanation, sure, then I mean, it might not be a good explanation, but I would at least buy it. But at least Twilight gave me that. Like, I don't understand how is it, but very rarely there are some that are born. How is something born that is never possible? And by the way, are they from the Ghoul mother, or are they from the, like, I want the case studies. If it's very rarely, I want to know, is it from the human mothers solely, or is it from the Ghoul mothers solely? And if it's from both of them, what were the differences? I need this information. This is too open-ended for me. Let's see. Although it's still unclear if that's even true, it's almost an urban legend. But they say that the one-eyed ghouls do exist. Where is the school? Who knows? I hear rumors, but I've never actually met one. Eyewitness accounts from back in the day were very unreliable. We don't know if it's a man or a woman. Some say it's an old man. I heard it was a small child. Some say in my ward they claims they saw one. Hey Kanaki, you probably shouldn't get any ideas about meeting one. I haven't heard anything positive about one-eyed ghouls. Here they apparently eat their own kind. But if the other ghouls found out about you, they'll take you for the rumored one-eyed one. And I don't want that. But when I was attacked by Nishio, he didn't seem to notice anything. Nishio? Oh, Nishiki. The smarty pants. Pharmaceutical department at Kamiya is hard to get into even for humans, isn't it? He probably doesn't even know because he's still young. Took up a Shikigan. Ghoul came up a while back. Oh, a one-eyed ghoul? What's everybody talking about these days? About you, what else? A one-eyed ghoul appearing out of nowhere like a comet. Kanaki. Coinciding with the mysterious death of Rise Kamishiro, the geeks are exchanging hypotheses about you daily. Mysterious death? That was an accident. Yamo, looking on. He thinks something. Oh, how heartless of Mr. Yoshimura. He hasn't told you a thing, has he? Did you really believe that was just an accident, Mr. Ken Kanaki? Oh. If it was, the hell kind of safety measures did the construction company have in the first place? You hear what I'm saying? First of all, they would never stack any unnecessary steel beam frames from up there. I don't know, quite understand what you're saying. Yoma says, Tori, stop. Somebody claims they saw a figure on top of the night. It was Yomo. On top of the building, sorry. That night sounds mysterious, huh? Then the steel beams fell. So it wasn't a coincidence? Nope, somebody killed Rise. Did Mr. Yoshimura know? Mr. Yoshimura kept quiet about it. He didn't want to confuse you. So I was the bait in place to murder Rise. and I became a ghoul because I accidentally got caught up in the mix of it. What the hell? Why would anybody? It's not that hard to guess. Who? Who would? I can't tell you anymore, you see. A lot of information about humans and ghouls is brought here. Information is valuable, even more so than you think. So I can't give it to you for nothing. Then what do I need to give you for you to tell me? What do I need to tell you to get revenge? I won't do that, but you want to know, don't you? It is about you after all. How about a trade? A trade? There's a piece of information I want. Kane, you're being followed by a gourmet, aren't you? See what you can find about the Ghoul restaurant from the gourmet. Oh, so now he's being sent on a mission. Okay. So we have things going on. We have things going on. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. We have things going on. I'm sorry it's only 2 hours and 22 minutes in and we're only on chapter like 35 or 36, but I don't think we're making it to chapter 40. I've had a long fucking day. There's too much to do. Like maybe if I could take a short break, like if I could take a 20-minute break, I'd probably be able to get going, but god damn. I'm exhausted. Let's see. Miss Condon says, yes, our regularly scheduled tangent, which is what you were all waiting for. Absolutely. Dragons said, brought to you by Griever. Absolutely. Dragons also said, all opinions are wrong in the face of facts. Don't believe in him. Believe in the Kanaki that believes in him. Okay. Sorry, guys. Dranger said, questions. That's all I have. This kind of said, big think time. Absolutely. Think, Griever, think, says Dragon's Rage. Miss Content says, what did Bella do? I never watched or read Twilight. Just really quickly, she ended up basically, she had sex with a vampire, and then the vampire impregnated her, and it was killing her to have the baby. And then she had to drink human blood because the baby was half vampire, so she needed to drink blood because the baby, and it was killing her, and she ended up drinking human blood to be able to sustain the fetus and sustain, herself. Otherwise, she wouldn't have survived. And then she was able to give birth to the baby because she ended up drinking human blood. And that's what it didn't want nutrients. It wanted blood because that's what the fetus wanted. So the idea is, right now with the ghouls, if the ghoul had the human mother ingested human flesh, maybe, God, I'm tired. I'm trying to say we are not having a Twilight discussion. Well, I mean, it was only a couple of minutes. Um, Miss Connor says, "Oh, don't you worry, Griever." Okay. Skin said she cheated on her boyfriend and co-star Robert Pattinson. She did that too. Miss Connor said, how do I want to address this one? Just telling you to think harder or just wait? Probably. Wait. And Dragon said both. And Skin said, rip Griever's mind trying to comprehend this. Yeah, I just can't. Skin said, nah, man, if you're that tired, then you need to take a 20-minute break, then you should end the stream. We could always tune next time. Sleep is important. That's true. Miss said, I see. That's interesting. And Dragon said, you can end the stream if you're not feeling good enough. I think I would feel bad for ending the stream so early. And I don't want to make you guys worry. Like, I'm tired, but I'm not out of it yet or whatever. And I'm sorry to make you guys feel that way. So I think I'll read at least chapter 35, and we'll see how I feel. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for caring about my health and caring about me, like, being tired and, you know, being like, hey, like, it's fine if you end the stream early, yada yada yada, you know. I appreciate you guys, I really do. But let's read chapter 35 together, and let's see where we get from there. So somebody deliberately dropped the steel beams, well, frames, but beams, I-beams. That's what they were. Information in exchange for information. Ghoul restaurant. Yep, it could be membership only or some kind of secret salon. I have a customer who desperately wants to go. I know there's someone in the city, but they're so secretive, I thought maybe the gourmet would know. So Kanaki is thinking to himself, I figured the quickest way we would want to ask you is, Tsukiyumi likes you, doesn't he? If we can figure out what it is, I can score points with my customer, and you'll find out what you want to know. Everybody's happy. So apparently there's an exchange of information. This is feeling like Gamblefish a little bit, but okay. Will you do this for me, Kanaki? I'm sure. I'll ask him casually next time I see him. But maybe he won't tell me that easily. It's a secret salon. He'll try to keep it a secret. What? Crap, where am I? I wasn't thinking about where I was going. Shoot. Pray. You. A fight? Going a bit far. What should I do? Call the police? Ugh. He looks familiar. Nishio? What's going on? Nishio attacked Heidi and I. You like that? Ugh. There's no reason for me to help him. Should we do his arm first? Ha ha ha. How's that feel? Ugh. Excuse me. Aren't you going a little too far? At least that's what I think. Kanaki? Huh? You friends with this guy or something? No, not exactly. He ain't got no friends. This cocky wannabe lone wolf. Who the hell are you? You know who we are? Sorry, so I'm confused. Why is he getting his shit kicked? This is a setup. It's a blatant setup, and Kanaki's so stupid he can't see it. Everyone, like Skin, saying that Kanaki is a fantastic character. Honestly, he's a good MC, but he's still a naive little stupid shit at the end of the day, because he's only 18, 19. So he's dumb. He's stupid. I was stupid at 19. And I'm really fucking smart now, and I'll be smarter when I'm 40. But at the end of the day, no, sorry. He's made mistake after mistake, and some of it is due to him being stupid. So let's see. Sorry I got lost. You a ghoul? Which ward are you from? The 20th. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have told him that. 20th? Ha! The 20th. Oh, so they're ghouls. Now it's making more sense. Hey kid, let me give you some advice. What we're doing here is something we're into. Eating our own kind. He dodge. We were talking about who to play with tonight, and found Shiki here walking around. He's actually pretty tough, so we usually stay away from him. But he seemed weak from injuries and hunger. We know he won't taste that good, but there'll be a sense of accomplishment. Oh, you got some moves. All he's doing is dodging. Stop moving around. Do them already. Why are ghouls so hot-blooded? Maybe Nishio's own fault, but he's hated, but they've gone too far. Oh, is he gonna? Maybe I'll connect. Boom. Ugh. It worked. Oh, wait. Dude, this guy might be 20 this ward. Eye patch. They killed the investigators from the main office. What? You serious? What about the... Forget him. That wasn't me. I mean, technically it was you. Kill you. Acting all high and mighty. I'll kill you. Why me? This is... I'm gonna want something better. You're... Yeah. I'm not in the condition you are right now. The least you could do is thank me. You should get some help from Mr. Hiroshima. I ain't going to that old fart. I got him home. I should get going. Who the fuck is this? And with a taser? Who are you? The narcissist? The narcissist? I'm Kimi. Stop. He didn't do this to me. The Shiki? You look terrible. Where were you? Did you forget your hurt? So this fucker is going to be part of the character cast? Is he still alive? He's still a part of the... Wow, I did not really expect that. Well, that was gross. What was I supposed to do? I was so crazy from being hungry. Stay here, I'll take care of you. I'm scared something's gonna happen to you, Nishiki. I saw him on campus the other day. The guy they call the narcissist. I thought he came here looking for you. That's why I'm here. What was I doing at school? Stay away from him. You don't want him setting your sights on you. Nishio's girlfriend knows what Nishio is. It all started when Rise died. Ever since she died, everything's going crazy around here. Weird ghouls showing up. Doves dying in the 20th ward. I can barely hunt without worrying about what the doves are up to. Damn it. Since Rise died. Figuring on the top of the building. Do you really believe that was just an accident? Ghoul restaurant. Tsukiyama. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about the implications of what happened when Rise died. Who, by the way, once again, was out of control. She was killing people left and right and leading people to the 20th ward. She was making a scene. That's not good for the 20th ward. Let's see. The girlfriend says, Kanaki, yes, you're a ghoul, aren't you? What? No, I'm Nishiki Togen. Please don't say anything about this. I won't tell anything about you either. Please, Nishiki can't get away right now if somebody is after her. Besides, I'll be punished harshly for harboring a ghoul too. It's a lot worse than harboring a human criminal. That's law. So please don't tell anybody about us. Why would I tell anybody? He says. The issue is that she'll really keep quiet about me. The fact that Nishio allows her to be near him despite knowing what he really is kind of means she can be trusted. You're a human, right? Why are you with a ghoul? Aren't you afraid? Sure, it was a shock at first. I wasn't sure about it. But now I just want to be close to him. Even if Nishio kills people, she thinks about it. I think I'll keep looking the other way unless he kills my parents or my friends. He needs bodies. And I know those aren't easy to come by. If necessary, I'll be his. If I'd been born a ghoul, I think I would have killed people. I just happened to be born a human. That's the only reason I'm allowed to live a moral life. Which, technically speaking, this is what we've been talking about, people. This is what we've been talking about. It's like, this woman has it all backwards. She's just wrong. She's stupid. I mean, she's not stupid for believing in ghouls and their humanity, but she's stupid to believe that, like, I can live a moral life because I was born a human. And yeah, you ever eat a steak? You ever eat a ham? You ever eat a chicken tit? Huh? You ever had boneless, skinless chicken titties? You ever do something like that? Because the guy in front of you is going to tell you right now there's no difference. At the end of the day, we are mammals. They are mammals. We eat mammals every single goddamn day. Every single time you eat a steak, every time you eat a pork chop, every time you go to KFC, McDonald's, you are eating meat. Meat of mammals. And ghouls are eating meat of mammals. We are mammals. We are meat. We're only on top of the food chain because this type of situation does not exist. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that she is understanding but naive as fuck. She thinks she can live a moral life because she wasn't born a ghoul. But at the end of the day, if cows and pigs could think like humans, who's the monster tomorrow? If all of a sudden every butcher farm, every chicken, every fish, every cow, every pig gained sentience tomorrow, you gonna stop eating steak? She's arrogant. She's ignorant. She doesn't understand. She thinks she does. We're supposed to sympathize with this character, but we're not supposed... Like, we're supposed to, but it's wrong. Because she thinks that, like, oh my God, like, the only reason I'm allowed to live a moral life is because I'm human. He has no choice. Yeah, and you totally don't eat meat, right? You're totally vegan, aren't you? Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, sure. And to be fair, maybe she is vegan. Somehow I doubt that. Just saying. She could be vegan. But then again, she needs B6, B12, iron supplements. She needs quite a number of pills because human beings require, a little bit of red meat and poultry every now and again. So if you abstain for all that, you need the pills to do it. So let's say this was 1950, 1945, 1888. It's not available. You gotta eat what they give you, right? So you need your nutrients to stay alive. She's just naive. Unfortunately, our girlfriend here is naive. And she says, it does seem like this is Kanaki saying, it does seem like a bit of a blind faith. But maybe it's one way for another with Ghoul and human can coexist. Nevertheless, I'm surprised anybody could think the way that she does. If the people at Antiqui and now me, would either be sorry about that, guys. I would either be a murderer or a victim or die by starvation by now. Even if it's a life in shackles, if you have somebody who accepts you for what you really are, how reassuring could that be? And now we move on to chapter 36. And we have nobody in the chat saying anything. So that's kind of sad. I think it's my in and down and attitude. So it's fine. I'm gonna just keep reading anyways. Because I want to. I'm interested. I'm interested in the story. Let's just read chapter 36 and we'll see if we get to chapter 37. That's all. I'm sorry the stream is not what you guys expected, though. I want to apologize to everyone who was expecting really like a great stream and stuff, like full of excitement and great reveals and things like that, and I just feel really bad. I do. I feel really bad that I couldn't deliver that for you guys tonight. It was just a very long day. I didn't want to push the stream. I'm already behind on so much content. I just wanted to make sure that this one consistent was here. So the moment I walked home, after drinking a case of beer, I came here and I hit record, let's go. And maybe it wasn't the best idea. I don't know. But I've been enjoying every chapter. So I can't really regret reading the chapters because they've all been very good chapters, and I've been enjoying it, and I've been enjoying the stream. I've been enjoying talking to you guys. So, but either way, I just want to apologize, like right here, for if you guys think that this stream is not up to your expectations. That's all. If it is, fantastic. But if it's not, I understand completely. If you guys are like, maybe next time don't drink so much, or maybe next time, start the stream earlier, or maybe next time, this, that, and the other thing. If you guys want to tell me that, I'm good with that. That's good constructive criticism. So chapter 36 says, on the day I was supposed to meet Tsukiyami at the cafe, how about this? I was playing squash for some strange reason, which I don't understand the game of squash, so. You're not very athletic, are you? Nope. Alright, so he's playing squash with him instead. It's so odd. I've never met one of us as unathletic as you. I've never been that good at sports. Why did you want to play squash all of a sudden? A moderate amount of exercise loosens up the muscles. It's good for you. I thought I'd spice it up, the relaxed time we're about to spend. You have to learn how to enjoy things, Kanaki. You're right. 2 iced coffees. Let's cool off with some iced coffees, then we'll enjoy a nice blended cup of hot coffee. It's hot in here, even for me. Oh, sure. Here you go. Thank you. So they're looking around, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's perfect for reading, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's a very nice place. Doesn't look like Tatsuyuki is here. Oh, that's too bad. By the way, Kanaki, if you were hoping to meet Tatsuki today, maybe you should have chosen something better to wear. Oh, this is how I usually dress. Is it bad? It's not bad. I just think, since you're rather small, you'll look more... Fuck that word. By wearing something that draws more attention to your upper body. Something subtle on the bottom and something playful to work with on the top. I love conditioning things depending on the... So he's a bit of a fashion person. We see that, given his, suave, hair and all that shit. So I can see it. Depending on the arrangement and the combination, elements will shine even brighter. I say with all due respect, but Anaki's regulars are so shabby, I'm sorry. Not many of them put too much care into their appearances, do they? That is not good. We should only wear the best, especially given what we are. It will help get us noticed and garner trust from those around us. Living fruitfully will only drive us towards the edge. So what he's saying is that he thinks everybody should be sort of hoity-toity and live on the edge and live on the high life, because sorry guys, more people will bring themselves into the fold, so to speak. That's what they're going for. Less people wary of them, less people questioning them. If you're on the seat of the powerful, you can control the situation. So that's why you're so confident, says Kanaki. But it's also the reason why Archon gives me the cold shoulder. Oh, 2 blend coffees, please. By the way, I bought one of my favorites today, the French Gastron. Jean something. Do you know him? The Physiology of Taste? Oh, so you've read it. The work of food connoisseurs is of the greatest interest to me. The flavors I could never taste. The emotions I could never feel. It's all so new and unimaginable. His adder to a dessert without cheese is like a beautiful woman with only one eye. That too is fascinating. What is the cheese for us? What is the essence that stirs up our appetite? You know what? I gotta respect this guy if he's being wholesome about this moment, because he is basically saying like, okay, so humans can experience cheese, like really good cheese, but what is our cheese? What is our cheese and pepperoni? What is our pizza? What is our caviar? What is our lobster? What is our filet mignon? What is our, what is it? And he's looking for it. And you know what? He's not wrong to want to find it. I've tried all sorts of things. I'm sorry, guys, once again. I'm just very, very tired. I've tried all sorts of things, but it never ceases to amaze me. The purest of gastronomy is never ending. What do you like to eat, by the way? I don't know, I never really thought about it. It's not actually that fond of eating. Huh? Oh. You go, oh, I guess some people are like that. He looks at it, what's that? Oh. Mr. Yoshimura gave it to me. He made it for me. All it does is mask my hunger. But it's more than enough for me. You rely on something that unexciting. I'm sorry? Nothing. Anyway, what did you think about the buck? Then the historical landscape of his time was interesting as oppressive pursuit of food too. Yeah, there's a passage I really like about that. Let me show you. Ow. Oh no, are you okay? It's just an egg. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your handkerchief's gonna... Don't worry about it. Keep it on until the bleeding stops. Oh, okay, thank you. I don't mind talking about books, but how do I get him to talk about the restaurant? By the way, what kinds of things did you talk about with Rise? Kimashiro, huh? She was an avid reader too, so we obviously talked about books. Oh, where she was before the 20th award. Also about food. Thanks for the invitation. But I'm not all that interested in some membership-only gourmet club. Why not? Don't you want to taste of something even greater? If it fits on a plate, it won't be enough for me. Sure, I too carefully choose my victims. The tastier they are, the better, but... A ghoul going to great lengths for flavor seems a bit presumptuous to me. It's so human, it's almost comical. Mr. Gourmet. You never see the past, and that was the past thing with... She didn't care as long as it satisfied her appetite. Like a pig huddling over a millet. A pig! That's sow. Lowly sucking my pursuit of food. Are you alright, Sukiyama? I'm sorry I lost my cool. To be honest, we were only on good terms for a little while. Let's see, I should apologize to the cafe. Falling out at a certain point. Oh, did the bleeding stop? Let me go wash that. Oh, thank you. That was close. I should have known better. I may have alarmed him. Be cool. Stay even keeled. Sukiyama, you're almost there. They eat their own kind. That's what the gourmet is. They eat their own kind. I felt like something like this was going to come along, but that's what it is. Monsieur Savarin, it's exactly as you said. So they eat their own kind. I never got anything him about the restaurant. Thank you, I had fun today. No thank you. But boy, spending a filling day sure leaves you hungry. Where do you usually eat? This is my chance. You seem like you might know a lot of good places, huh? Was that unnatural? after I told him I wasn't fond of eating. What a coincidence. I was actually hoping to take you out. It's a secret membership place, only allowed with my referral. Wait. I'd like to have you taste of my finest dining. What do you say? If you struggle with eating, I could have the chef prepare something that suits your taste. It's almost like this is going too smoothly. So he senses it, and he's still going to go forward. Kanaki is a good character, but he's dumb. He is dumb. Because he goes into situations well beyond his control. He knows he doesn't know a fucking thing. And he's way out of his element. And then he chooses to put himself in these situations anyways. I mean, at the end of the day, even if it does work out for him, it doesn't mean like it was a smart decision. That's what I mean when he's dumb. And not that it won't work out for him, but the fact that, yeah, great, you have plot armor, but it shouldn't work out for you. The fact that it does time and time and time again just proves that you're an MC. It doesn't prove that you're intelligent. To be fair to Kanaki, most major protagonists are not that bright. They usually put themselves in situations where it's like plot armor is the savior. But yeah, there is that. That's all I'm saying. There is an aspect. So he says, what do you say? If you struggle with eating, I could have a chef prepare something that suits your taste. Something that suits you, blah, blah. I have to go. Sure, I'd be happy to. Great. They require some preparation, so let's get going. So he goes there. Oh, I can't wait. He puts on the mask. Sorry, I'm not dressed properly. Don't worry, I've already asked them to arrange something for you. Hey there, we've been expecting you. He whispers something in Kanaki's ear. Certainly. Please follow me, sir. I'll see you in a bit, Kanaki. Okay. So this is the Ghoul restaurant. What if they serve meat? Now, because he whispered something to Kanaki, now I'm convinced that he's on the side of the cafe and he's been working undercover, and this is the whole idea to expose the true one-eyed king or the one-eyed ghoul sort of idea. And maybe there's something to go along with that. Yeah. That's sort of what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna read another chapter. I think chapter 30 to 36, this is gonna be the stream, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it's not 10 chapters. I'm sorry we didn't get to chapter 40. I'm sorry about that. But once again, I'm really proud of the fact that we got to chapter 36 in 3 streams. I think that's pretty good. If you guys would look back at the Jujutsu Kaisen ones, and you look at the fact that on our first stream there was 70 pages for the first chapter of Tokyo Ghoul, I think you'll find that we did a pretty goddamn good job. So, yeah. I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, I don't think we're going to read another chapter. I'm sorry, guys. I've been up since 6. I've been drinking all day. I'm just really tired. just in case I didn't read them, I'm going to go through the last like 5 or 6 things on the stream. Skin said, "Rip Griever's mind trying to comprehend this." I don't know what it was, but probably. Skin said, "Nah, man, if you're that tired, you would need to take a 20-minute break, then you should end the stream. We could always tune in next time. Sleep is important." That's very, very true. Miss Conta says, "I see. Interesting." Dragon's Rage said, "You could end the stream if you're not feeling good enough." No, like, once again, I went 6 chapters. I'm good. It's a 3-hour stream. I think I did a fair job given the situation. And actually, no, I'm not feeling that great. Actually, I'm not feeling that hot. I woke up today and I think I sort of got a cold or allergies or something. Summer allergies or something like that. So I didn't feel that good all day, and then I had to do the whole party, or well, not a party, but a celebration of my parents' wedding anniversary with 33, hallelujah. And then when I came back here, it was like, okay, time to stream. And I think maybe my energy isn't at peak levels, that's all. Miss Content says, "This stream has still been fun." Well, I'm glad everybody, at least Misk, enjoyed it. Like, I tried to bring the energy to each chapter, and that's why I feel like ending the stream here, because I feel like I'm going to, like, blase through. If I do another chapter, I feel like I'm going to sort of blase through them, which each chapter does not deserve that. Each chapter deserves the appropriate amount of energy and hype. And I think I gave that to the last 6 chapters. I don't think I've shortchanged any chapter or anybody in the stream or any viewers coming into this at the end of it. But at the same time, I don't ever want to shortchange any of you. So there is that. Miss Kanda said, "Sukiyama is kind of neat because he tries to make a living as a ghoul, much more interesting and enjoyable than a lot of ghouls go about it." That's sort of true, and I'm looking forward to seeing more on this guy because I feel like I want to like him, but I hate the fact that he calls himself the gourmet and all that shit. And like, I'm interested in this character because I've initial reaction, hate this guy. Further reaction, this guy is kind of cool. So I don't know how to feel about him, but I get that. Skin also said, "Fun stream." Perfect. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I really am. I wish that I could continue going, but right now I'm dead on my feet, guys. I really am. So I wish I could continue streaming for you guys. I wish that we could read like 4 or 5 more chapters, but honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I really am. So, that being said, like, comment, and subscribe as always. It's always very much appreciated. And don't get me wrong, we will be back here next Friday. And I promise you, because it's not my parents' wedding anniversary next Friday. Next Friday, we will be starting earlier. And we will have a solid 5-hour stream. And we will get to like chapter 50. We will read 15 goddamn chapters. We will get there. I promise you guys that. This stream was a lot of fun for me, but I understand why it was so slow paced, and some of you might not enjoy it. So I'm sorry for that, but I really had a great time. So I hope you guys did too. Checking out the end of the stream. Nero says, "Have you seen the new trailer of Record or Ragnarok?" Maybe. I don't know. Is there a new trailer that dropped in the last 2 weeks? If there is, then no. And I'll be sure to check that out. Thank you, Nero. So, anyways, this is the end of the stream. Like, comment, subscribe. The Jujutsu Kaisen 152 review will be out tomorrow, as will the episode review for Dragon's Judgment, the Nanatsu no Taizai episode review. So look forward to both of those videos. Yeah. Second I need a stream. I've got nothing in the cup. So sad. So yeah, drink responsibly. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Appreciate it as always. I'm sorry I was not as enthusiastic and bring the hype as I usually am, but I'm glad I got through as many chapters as I did for today's stream. And next Friday, as I said, we will start off. We will hit the ground running for the next stream. We will be so much better for the next stream. I think this is my weakest Tokyo Ghoul stream to date. But part 4 will push part 3, part 2, and part 1 out of the water. I will give you guys the most solid content I can possibly do next Friday. I promise you guys that. So, I hope you'll forgive me for this lackluster stream. And we will see you guys back here next time, I hope. And see you back here next time, Space Cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Disney watchers, and Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, everybody alike. See you next time. You can tell I don't know how to end the stream, guys. Can you tell that already? Yeah. I really don't know how to do it. I know how to end a recording, clearly. You know. See you next time. And then see, I do the fade out thing. But on a stream, I have to actually hit the end button and it just ends. There's no fade out of me smiling into the camera like George Clooney, oh yeah, I'm sexy, okay, yeah, this is what we're doing. I can't do that, so how do I end the stream? Every single time I end the stream, it's weird. Don't know how to do it. Tell you what. This time, I'm going to end it with the Master Sword. I'm going to end it with the Master Sword. I'm going to be staring at you, and you, and definitely